Viofo A129 Pro 4K versus the Viofo A229 Duo. Which one is better? And why would you buy one over the other? I'm Ben from Safe Drive Solutions, your dashcam specialist, and we're going to compare these two into quite a few details, which will even include video comparisons. Anyways, let's go. Dashcam resolution. The Viofo A129 Pro 4K comes with a front 4K 8 megapixel Sony Exmor R image sensor and a rear 1920 by 1080p Sony Starvis image sensor. The Viofo A229 comes with a front 2560 by 1440 5 megapixel Sony Starvis image sensor and a rear 2K 1440p 5 megapixel Sony Starvis image sensor. So, what's the main difference between 4K and 2K? We've talked about what the front cameras actually do in terms of resolution. We've talked about what the rears do in terms of resolution. So let's show you on a diagram so you understand what the difference is. So as you can see here with this stilled image that we took, this is how big the 4K video will display on my computer monitor. And if you see in the bottom corner here, this is how big the 2K video will display. So if you're looking to have as big a resolution to blow something up quite big, then obviously the 4K is going to be a lot better because of how big you can stretch it. Same as if you're using like a camera to take some really high resolution photos, like for a wedding, you're going to want to use something with very high megapixel count. Viewing angle of the dash cameras. The Viofo A129 comes out with a front 130 degree wide viewing angle and a rear 140 degree wide viewing angle. Now, when you go up to the A229, you're getting a lot more coverage. So you actually get front 140 degree and rear 160 degree. That's actually 30 degrees more coverage of viewing angle, front and rear. Wi-Fi settings. So for the actual both Viofo units, they offer 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. Now, why would you want the dual band Wi-Fi? Well, I do recommend changing it to 5 gigahertz so that when you are downloading videos, it will download videos up to 3 to 4 times faster than the normal 2.4 gigahertz. SD card capacity. Both Viofo units will support up to a 256 gigabyte micro SD card. I do recommend when getting an SD card that you either look at something with a very high write speed or a high endurance SD card. You can also take a look at our video of what SD card we recommend to purchase. GPS antenna. So when it comes down to the GPS antenna for both dash cameras, as you can see right here, the little mounting is actually also doubles as your GPS antenna. So on both units here, they actually come with that built in. Makes it very simple. No big, ugly, separate antenna mounted separate from the unit. It's actually just built right into the mount, which is really nice. This will give you speed and location data of where the vehicle was recording the video. The big thing too is if you wanted to turn the speed data off or the location data off, that's another thing that you can also do if you don't want to use the GPS features. Or maybe you just have a heavy foot and you're worried about being caught going a little too fast. Let's talk about the lens adjustments. So on these here, you can actually just rotate it up or down quite easily. And if you look at the other style Viofo, the A129, very similar, just up or down. A little bit of difference here though too. When we look at the polarized lens adapters that are available from Viofo, this one here is a little bit more rectangular-ish and just clips on like so. Gives it to you on. The A229 It's more of a circular disc and just clips on like so. Parking mode. Now, looking at the Viofo A129 and the A229, as far as I can see, there's no difference between the two in terms of parking mode. They both offer auto event detection, which automatically records when detecting moving objects or impact while the car is parked. Time-lapse mode, which means the video is recorded at a low frame per second from 1, 2, 3, 5, or 10 frames per second in time-lapse mode. It also offers low bitrate recording. You can lower the resolution to save space while recording. You can change it through the LCD screen or Wi-Fi app, any one of these three parking mode settings. I don't recommend using low bitrate recording, but like I always say, the choice is yours. Parking mode cable. The Viofo parking mode cable is two different part numbers. It's the HK3 when it comes down to the A129, and it's the HK4 for the A229. Now, there's not much difference at all in terms of connections. You still have to hook up a power, ground, and ignition, and there still is a selector switch, which is from 11.8 to 12.4 volts for selecting your low battery protection cutoff voltage. The only bad thing I don't like about this is that little module gets hidden under the dash. So it's not like a lot of other dash cameras on the market where some of them allow you to digitally change the low battery protection through the app. Rear cabling. So all of these cameras, when you're getting a front and rear combo, will come with front and rear. So it's actually going to have a cable that goes from the front to the rear. And as you can see, there's two different ones here. The one there, this one here is for the A129. And as you can tell, it's quite a bit bigger than the one for the brand new A229. So if you are worried about running wires from the front to the back, I would recommend getting the A229 as it's using a lot newer technology and the cabling is a lot smaller. It'll make it a lot easier. And I know on certain German vehicles, for instance, it can be very hard to tuck the wiring in from the front to the back. So the A229 cabling, because it's so much thinner, will make it that much easier to run it and hide it. Video length recording. Viofo has flexible options of 1, 2, 3, 5, or 10-minute video length recording. So depending on what you want to record, or if you want to record a journey, or maybe you're a video vlogger that wants to actually utilize one of the cameras for monitoring interior and watching you speak, either way, it has a lot of different flexible options. A lot of other dash cameras on the market will only give you a 1-minute file recording option, which means you only get 1 minute in length, period. File list organization. Viofo uses all files, locked files, and parking files. Your all files is going to have every single video recording. The locked files is going to have your emergency recordings. And parking files is obviously going to be during parking mode. Dash cam size. So let's take a look here. You have the A229 and the A129. And if you actually take a look at it, the A129 is smaller than the A229. And when we look at it from the side here, you can say the A229, as you can see, is a little bit longer. Now, from watching someone else's videos there, I can see the reason why the A229 is bigger is because they've actually added some more heat sinks in here to allow for it to dissipate heat a little bit better. Now, we look at the size of the rear cameras, and you have here the A129 rear camera and the A229 rear camera. Now, what I like about the A229 rear camera is, first off, small plug-in, way smaller cable to run from the front to the rear, and you can actually mount it on the side. So when you're doing like a rear camera on a hatch, you can tuck it up a lot higher because you don't have the cable. Now, when I take the A129, what I don't like about this is, see here, I can't go all the way to the top. And you're probably wondering why. Because I'm not going to the top of the video here. Because right here, it plugs in at the top. So a lot of time you're paneling on a vehicle, the wire will actually, you can't have it like, it has to be sticking out of it. So when we actually take the cabling here and plug it in to the top, like so, we now have to keep it about this much out. That way the actual paneling will go back on the vehicle. So just keep that in mind when you are looking. Now, some vehicles, it's not really a big deal anyways, because in order for where the windshield wiper radius actually covers, sometimes is a few inches down anyways. So it's really not that big of a deal. And they've had this design for about, 2 or 3 years now. But I prefer the A229 rear camera style. It's very similar to Thinkware. It's very similar to iRoad, GNet, all of them when it goes through the side. And it's just, I guess, more of an installer preference. LCD screen. The Viofo A129 utilizes a 2-inch screen, while the Viofo A229 utilizes a 2.4-inch screen, just a little bit bigger than its predecessor. Voice recording. Now, both units are capable of voice recording. They have a microphone built in, and you can turn them on or off. The main difference between these two units is the Viofo A229 right here, as you can see, it actually has an external mic input. So you can actually purchase an add-on accessory if you are looking to have even clearer audio. For those people who are vloggers, this is probably a very good thing for you. Hopefully you enjoyed our video, Viofo A129 4K versus the Viofo A229. I think you're going to see from results of this video that you're not really making a bad decision if you buy either one. However, I personally love the Viofo A229 because it has Sony Starvis in the front and the rear, and it has a higher resolution out the rear with a wider viewing angle. But anyways, that's my personal preference. And it is up to you to make a decision on what's best for you. Anyways, if you love this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks a lot.